me in the bathroom after we talked. No joke. He said he had to be a little bit quiet because he thinks that some people could be looking for 2 vests on, maybe, right? And I thought, dude, I thought I heard something outside, right? Which is kind of weird to even think of when you have a blender going, right? So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out with the blender going.
Let wolves loose. You gotta thin the herd.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Got some dude out there jerking off, thinking he's being cute, hanging out behind a bush. He just turns, sees 6 wolves looking up. And they just know what to do.
Things that get me erect these days: driving, being on planes. You know that.
Bumpy roads.
Not a bumpy road, bro.
What do cocaine owls, wooden shirts, and wolves attacking in the woods all have in common? They're all real stories. Wild, hilarious, and almost impossible to believe. From awkward erections on airplanes, to alligators acting like straight-up gangsters, to late-night conspiracies about chemtrails, this video dives into 11 of the craziest conversations ever caught on mic. Some will make you laugh, some will make you question reality, and every story just gets stranger than the last. Buckle up, this is gonna be insane.
I believe.
Oh, there's some mud rats out there that have no genes almost, I feel like.
Like mud rat humans?
Yeah, just people that are just smoking their own dicks out there who have no real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've met some people who, yeah, they're breathing, but that's it, really.
Yeah, this idea that we're all created equals. You've never met anybody that's a genius, if you say that. I've met some people that I'm like, I talk to them, I go, oh, I'm like a monkey compared to you. You know?
Dude, I talked to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is a real...
He's out there.
He's like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
A deaf Jack Russell?
Yeah, because once he gets going, you can't...
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car, and then the next thing you know, they're at the... Yeah. They're like sick, yeah.
But well, how's he deaf?
Because you can't get him back. Like, once he goes, you can't... You know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car. Like, you're sitting there honking the horn, you can't... That guy's out there. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about, but I've never heard anybody make a description like that. A deaf Jack Russell Terrier. That is hilarious.
He's extravagant, dude.
Yeah.
That man's extravagant. He's so motivated.
He loves conspiracies more than anybody I've ever met in my life, and he thinks everything is a conspiracy.
Yeah, no, he definitely, yeah. But then he gets into it like... I don't know. It was fascinating to me how he went from just like one genre of life to the next and created a business in each one and kept moving forward.
A business?
Yeah, he got like, he liked music. He started a band. You know, he liked karate. He started doing, you know, organized karate. He liked, you know, what else did he? A couple of other businesses, I think. He got into a couple of other things. I don't know what the other 2 were. He lost me at chapter 70, but...
He'll hit you with too much information, man.
It was crazy.
You have a lot of people to Google.
I was like, I want to climb through a black hole right now.
Edgar Casey documentaries and shit. Like, wait a minute, is this guy legit?
Dude, the other night, 2 a.m., he sends me a couple of links, bro.
You can't do that. You got to shut your phone off and be friends with Eddie. When those 1 a.m. phone calls come in, you do not respond because you will get a wall of text explaining which YouTube video has the right information and which one is set up by the CIA.
Yeah, it used to be like stopping at a rest area on the interstate. That was like the old Eddie Bravo. Like you'd stop there, and next thing you know, you'd hear the craziest shit in the world.
Right, and Coast to Coast with Art Bell would be playing in the background. Yeah. No, he loves all of it. He loves it, but he gets out. He goes in phases. Like he gets out of them for a while. Like he was really into chemtrails for a while. But man, I know he probably won't admit it, but it's pretty obvious chemtrails are bullshit. Yeah, pretty fucking obvious. You know.
Yeah, it's just writing because they can write birthday. They can write Happy Birthday Rhonda or something, and that's not. That just seems like
that's
it's
smoke.
Somebody's birthday.
Yeah, I think when they do that, they're doing that like on purpose. But the chemtrail thing is just nonsense. There is some evidence that they have experimented with spraying stuff in the sky, and they definitely seed clouds in certain parts of the world and certain parts of the country. You know, they can make it rain, like it's Abu Dhabi, right, where they make it rain once a week.
Wow,
once a week. They live in the desert.
They send jets up there.
Yeah, they send jets, and I think they use something silver iodine or something like that. Is that what it is?
That'd be awesome. Are you one of those pilots?
They spray into the clouds, and somehow or another, it makes it rain.
You know, when Eddie came, when I was talking with Eddie, one thing I was thinking about was, do you think that there are aliens? Oh, do you think that robots will get so advanced that they will, like, become aware?
And what does he say?
Oh, I don't know what he said. I guess I'm asking you because he went off on something else and he didn't really answer it. He said,
he doesn't get too much into artificial intelligence. You know? He's more into like the FBI trying to fuck us over.
Yeah, well, he told me in the bathroom after we talked. No joke. He said he had to be a little bit quiet because he thinks that some people could be looking for him.
Oh, that's so crazy.
And it was crazy that he said that all hush hush about the urinals.
Dude, he thought that the government got to me.
Really?
Because I wasn't into chemtrails. Chemtrails what did it. He's like, there's got to be a reason here.
Did they do anything to you?
No. No.
You swear?
I swear. No one's talked to me about anything, ever. No one said, hey, man, lay off the Bigfoot. Lay off that Bigfoot talk. What? What are you saying? I'm just saying, if you want to know.
Man.
What is this? What are you showing me, Jamie?
This is the article about the cloud seeding in Abu Dhabi.
They use hygroscopic salt to level up the
amount of
moisture to generate more rain. Huh.
I could see him doing that.
Dr. Habib adding that the best season for seeding is between June and August. Huh. So there's other
blasting
ways.
salt up into the
Yeah, they spray shit and it makes it rain.
I find that the moon, say we went to the moon seemed like something Delta could get to if you really think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Delta Airlines?
Yeah, like if they...
Not Southwest, though, right?
I mean...
They seem a little shaky.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit shaky on there. Some of the people on there are wearing shorts. You know what I'm saying? When you get on. I don't trust anybody in shorts, especially at church.
Right.
But I'll say this, when you... Like, it's crazy. We've been flying across America for, 40, 50 years now, right?
More.
Like, yeah, even more maybe,
Yeah.
And it seems like we could figure out how to get into space. Yeah. Dude, and cocaine. Oh, go back to that vest story, man. So here's what happened. So I would do some cocaine at the house and put on these different vests.
How many did you buy again?
I don't know. I spent too much on them, but I would probably say the priciest one I had was probably about $210. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I would get fucked up and put these vests on and put on sunglasses and no like Buffalo Bill shit, but at least partying by myself, And one time I was making a smoothie, because I got like a new, I don't know what kind of blender it is, but it was pretty nice. And I was making like a nice smoothie and I'm fucking coked up. I'm partying, I'm living high on the hog. Got these 2 vests on maybe, right? And I thought I heard something outside, right? Which is kind of weird to even think of when you have a blender going, right? So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out with the blender going. 2:30 in the morning, coked up out of my brain, right? Now I have to go to my landlord, dude, who lives right down the hall.
Oh, no.
And tell him, like, hey, man.
2:30 in the morning? I got locked out. And the blender's on, son. Oh, my God. He must have hated you.
Oh, the blender shorts out and smoke happens. The fire alarm starts going off in the building right as I'm at his door knocking, right?
Oh, my God.
So now he's pissed, and he's like, what's going on? And I didn't know what to say. I told him that I was throwing a late Christmas party, dude. It was fucking end of January.
How old were you at the time?
Huh? Oh, this is 2.5 years ago. So I was 35. Bro, so he comes back to my apartment, right? He's fucking pissed. He unlocks the door. There's nobody in there.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, man, but it was fun.
Oh, my God.
That was fun.
How long did you live there for?
I still live there.
Whoa.
Yeah, we've patched. I mean, we've kind of, like I've caught him doing some things. So I think we're all even.
How long have you been sober for?
2 years. In 2 weeks, it'll be 2 years.
What was the big thing where you like, I got to get my shit together?
Dude, I was going on Opie and Jim when Opie and Jim Norton had a radio show at Sirius, and it was actually on. It's on Ari's that show that he had. This Is Not Happening, and I ended up doing coke all night, driving a taxi. I was in a taxi. The driver, this dude Luigi, got me an escort. I didn't want an escort. We're doing cocaine in like Harlem or something, North Harlem.
You and the cab driver doing coke.
And I was taking a cab from a party to my hotel. And so we end up off on this other excursion. Next thing you know, I'm driving the taxi. He's in the back with the hooker. It's 5:30 in the morning, and I got to be on the radio station at, 6:30 or something. So I get to the radio, and I can't even talk. And Daryl Strawberry's the other guest, right? Who's the baseball player who also had a drug problem. But he's like 13 years sober. And so it was this weird moment where like I thought I was kind of cool, but then here's a man who like I'd always in my head maybe somewhere thought, oh, that guy's like a cokehead. But then here he is, eloquent, put together, successful. And here I am, I can't even talk. And I'm with two men that I admire, Opie and Jim Norton, just to be honored to be on the show, And so I was like, this is, I'm not making choices. Like there's some unevenness here,
And so what did you do after that? Join a 12-step program?
Join a 12-step program, yeah. And then, so I've been in that then. Since then, it's helped me out, What a crazy week.
Yeah, very crazy. Well, you were one of the first guys to have him on the podcast. Did you have any hesitancy having him on at all?
My brother's a lot smarter than me, and he said, hey, man, I just want you to think that there could be some reflection from people if you have him on, right? Like some people could be upset about it.
Right.
And I thought about that a little bit, and I was like, well, I don't really, I don't know, I have political thoughts and beliefs and stuff like that, and it's hard to find a group that really embodies them. And if anything, right now for me, it seems like I don't even feel like these new parties are the same as the old parties.
They're not.
It doesn't seem like this isn't Democrats and Republicans. There's something else transmorphing right now.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, I just want to be able to have a chance to talk to this guy, And the main thing for me was like you talked about Dana White earlier. He's really, I know that you guys work together, and he, I knew that Trump's brother suffered from addiction, right? I knew that, right? I heard that or something, and I looked into it. It's like, okay, he lost his brother. His brother died of addiction. So I was like, well, that's interesting to me, And I wish that I wonder if there's more to Donald Trump. Like, is there more of a way to talk with him about something that means, try to get an emotional more of an emotional well to him than it seems like that's in the public.
Well, there was a thing that was going on for a while where you were platforming people. This was the idea. Like, if you had on a guy like Trump, you were platforming this bad person. This was this thing.
Yeah, I didn't think about that at all.
But it's an authoritarian way to regulate conversations that let you know more about people, and it's stupid because people don't want to have a nuanced perspective on anybody. Look, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to Kamala Harris. I'm like, I bet there's a person in there. I bet I can get to that person.
Yeah.
I wanted to find that person. I don't want to hear all the speeches. I don't want to hear, I was raised middle class. I don't want to hear any of that shit.
She's a roller skater. You know that?
No, I would love to find that out.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to her about all kinds of shit. I literally said, because there was a few restrictions of things they didn't want to talk about, but I said, I don't give a fuck. I go, get her in here. Like, whatever you want to talk about. And they want to know if I edit. I'm like, there's not going to be any editing. There's no editing. Yeah. We're not going to edit. But
yeah, that's the same thing they asked us. Is there an edit, you know?
I just wanted to talk. I feel like you give someone a couple of hours and you start talking about anything. I'm going to see the pattern of the way you think. I'm going to see the way you process ideas. I'm going to see whether or not you're calculated or whether you're just free.
Yeah.
Or are you comfortable with you, or are you projecting things? Like, she's got 80 different accents. How do you decide which one to pull out?
Yeah.
Like, she's got she busts out different accents depending on who she's talking to.
Yeah.
They should have made her talk to a bunch of Chinese folks. I would have loved to hear that accent. I want to see what
I do that too, though. I like to meet people where they're at.
Sure.
You know? Oh, if I see somebody that's, I'll be like, "What's happening, my friend?" It's like I like to meet people where they are.
Yeah, she did one with the Latinos where she talked with a Latino accent. I'm like, this is wild. But she's a chameleon. But if you want to be a successful politician, that's probably a good trait.
I agree.
It's like a comedian that's always on. They kind of get annoying. But if you want to be a comedian, that's probably a good trait. You want to be a politician, you should probably be able to melt into your environment and sort of meld yourself with whatever these people want you to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe not. Maybe it's just like I always feel like the environment of debates, the environment of interviews on television, the environment of anything you're doing in front of an audience, it's so fake. It's such a weird way to talk that you don't get a sense of who the person is. So, like, when I got to see Trump on your podcast and you were talking about doing cocaine, then it makes you like an owl.
Oh, God.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious, but it was like you got a chance to see that guy as a person trying to figure out, like, who is this psycho I'm sitting here talking to?
I remember that shit. I'll fucking make a nest in my living room, dude. That shit, boy. I'll scoot over to the neighbors and steal some twine in my beak, homie. There's nothing worse than being locked out of your place on cocaine, man.
I can only imagine. But you talking to him like as a person is like almost more valuable than any other kind of speeches he does. Because when he's in front of everybody talking about we're going to make America amazing, those are great speeches. But you don't, like, she had an amazing speech. When I was like she could win was when she had that one speech about Donald Trump, like scared to debate her, but he says all these things. But you know what I always heard? If you want to say something, say it to my face. And the whole place went crazy. And she was laughing.
I didn't see that.
Oh, it was so good. It was her best speech for sure. And it was right when they decided that she was going to run for president.
Maybe that is what got people involved.
Biden stepped down, and she had one banger of a speech. She looked young and energetic, and like it really made you feel like this is going to be a chick. She was hot. She was younger. She was younger. She was a smoke show.
She's still all right. She got that thing on her, I bet.
So this...
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you were saying. That's why it's so crazy.
Because a lot of brothers love her, too.
Everybody seems to love her.
Look, if the brothers like it, she got that thing on her. That's all I'm saying,
I understand what you're saying. But, like, that one speech was almost enough for her to win. And if she just didn't talk other than speeches... But they would have done. They needed to do a better job with the speeches because every speech was the same. And the problem with that is we were talking about this, like the internet. You get to see that speech over and over again online, like, and then people make compilations of the speech. And it looks,
and then the same thing.
But it's like if someone goes to see your act, they don't understand. Like acts, like to develop a bit, it takes months and months and months to really like put it together where it's like rock solid.
Yeah.
And you're going to do it the same way or slightly different every night. And if someone comes to see you and goes, Theo's so full of shit, man. He told us the other day that it was just the other day.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, he said it 3 weeks later. It wasn't just the other day. It was 3 fucking weeks ago, dude. You're repeating the same shit. So that's
you got too many leap years, white boy.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Exactly. So that's what they feel about like a presidential candidate that's telling the same speech over and over. Well, hey, you're not supposed to go see all those speeches.
But yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But the thing is about
you're
Trump,
not following the Grateful Dead here.
Trump
it's like
rambles.
But Trump has a lot, though. Trump has a lot that are repetitive.
He does, but not in the same order. It's like going to see a Grateful Dead show. It's like fucking, it's all over the place. Yeah. When Trump gets out there, he just does talking. Did you see? He had this long-winded speech about the rocket.
That was insane,
Elon caught the rocket.
I'm like, you just won the presidency.
Edit that down. You can edit that down. That could be 2 minutes.
Beautiful arms.
I was worried about that in the very beginning of the podcast before we got cooking. When he was talking to me about Lincoln's bedroom, I was like, oh boy. Like, where is this going? Like,
I've been to Lincoln's bedroom.
How was it?
It was okay. I think you can bring it up, actually. It's in Springfield, Illinois.
Oh, it is? No, he was talking about the one that's in the White House.
Oh, no. I've been to just his before he got elected.
You can go to his childhood home. Oh, wow.
It's really interesting. He used to keep his notes in his hat.
Oh, that was a good move.
Pretty cool.
Big ass hats back then.
That head wallet, baby. He had that bitch on him.
That's a good move. It's like credit cards behind your phone, that kind of thing. Yeah. Except if you lose your phone, you lose everything.
But you ain't losing that big ass hat. That was fucking long. Man, that's the most urine I've ever held, I think.
Congratulations.
That was it. How much
Theo
can you
Vaughn,
hold?
What kind of car you drive, Theo Vaughn?
I drive a BMW, but I'm trying to get rid of it.
Figure you more for a muscle car type fella.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to own a 1984 Ford Escort, and somebody stole my passenger seat.
God damn it.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with a passenger seat?
I don't know. Probably put in the living room, I would guess, at the time.
Put in the forest and jerk off on it.
Dude, come on, bro. Dude, how much comes out in the fucking forest, bro?
A lot.
Dude, that's where the next... No wonder Swamp Thing happened.
Well, I was thinking this once. They found out that in some plants contain DNA from salmon because the salmon were used as fertilizer by the plant. As it decomposed, it got into the actual plant itself, and you can actually somehow or another, through some sort of scientific process that I'm too stupid to understand, they can actually detect salmon in the actual plant itself.
We're close.
So if you were whacking off on that tree, and that tree, it's every day, that's your spot. You went down to that titty tree and whacked off on the roots.
Yeah.
And then, like, after a while, you did an analysis, and you found your DNA in the tree itself.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh, it'd be great, man.
If it maintains the information of everything that whacked off on it.
You have a little son made out of wood one day. Dude, they had a kid in our town. One time, this guy made his son a wooden shirt. Did I tell you that?
A wooden shirt?
Yeah, he made his son a shirt out of plywood for Christmas.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted the kid to wear it?
Oh, yeah, he did. And I remember I was...
Wait a minute. Is it a stiff shirt, or is it he make it like little itty-bitty tiny pieces of plywood and weave it all together?
Oh, no, it was pretty stiff. And the dad was a... yeah, like an Elvis impersonator, you know?
The dad was an Elvis impersonator?
Yeah.
At a casino, or did he do it at carnivals?
No, just locally.
Oh.
But we didn't even
money
need
in
him.
that?
No money in it. Really, I think he was probably an alcoholic. But he had 4 kids, and one of them he made. I was walking home one night, and I heard him in the garage, and he's making like a son, like a for Christmas, like a wooden shirt, like a, there you
that?
go. Not as nice. That one is nice.
Wooden shirt.
Yeah, can you get
That's
more?
a real. Oh, but that's like a sculpture.
Yeah, that's nice. Can you
That's
get
crazy.
one more that's like?
Like if you
Wood
go over
patterns.
someone's house and they have a wooden shirt on a hanger, like, and they think that's cute, just leave.
No,
These people are assholes.
no, this kid needed it because people used
That's
to
a
beat
wooden
this
shirt,
kid
too?
up. Is that
It's a
salmon?
sculpture, yeah.
Yeah, it's a framed wooden shirt.
That looks like
People used to
salmon.
beat him up because of his wooden shirt.
No, people used to beat him up anyway on the bus,
Well, the wooden shirt would protect you from a lot of shots.
And
Is
it
that
helped.
the idea?
and it helped.
He didn't wear that wooden shirt. You better shut the fuck up.
I
Theo
swear to
Vaughn.
God, he did.
That kid's not walking around with wood over his body like that.
Not
you know
today.
How heavy that would be?
Yeah,
Was there pads inside of
it
it?
looked heavy. Fuck no, dude. Who do you
doesn't-
think his dad is?
What's
Estee
going on with
Lauder?
this lady.
It's a t-shirt.
Yeah, see, there's some
Wooden
lady wearing
t-shirt.
something there.
Okay.
But this was early. It might have been teak. Can
That
you look
girl
up teak?
needs way too much attention.
Yeah.
Look at her posing, pretending to be aloof, short hair, by the ocean, wearing a wooden shirt. How
Yeah.
about a big no? That's a big no from me. Hey, do you want to meet my friend Michelle? She's channeling with her fucking geometrically patterned wooden shirt on. What? No. I like regular people.
This kid's name was Eddie. Can you look up teak? What does teak look like?
You imagine if someone was trying to set you up with that gal, you'd be like, well, I'm torn, because obviously she's very pretty. Are you sure she's not crazy?
Yeah.
If you're super desperate.
She might have splinters in her tits.
No,
I'm
it was
out.
just, dude, it was one photo shoot. She doesn't wear that,
Yeah.
except when she worships the ocean.
I don't like it. Now, that's something a little more malleable, teak or
Teak
something
wood.
like that. What other kind of wood do they have?
All over print shirt.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, but
Let's
that's
click
just
on
a
that.
print. That's
Yeah.
just a print.
So it was like that, but a little bit more, but more real.
And he wore this for what reason?
Dude, I
Protection? Like,
Yeah.
like a chest plate? Like a
Yeah.
Roman soldier type
would
deal?
say like that.
Okay. Was it like, how was it connected on the waist, on the sides rather?
It was just kind of like a long square. It was almost like a kind of a cereal box kind of
Where did he put his arms? Like rest his arms on the side?
in the side, yeah.
Oh, fuck your armpits up.
Oh, it was limiting. I mean, look, man, these weren't, I mean, the man that made it, not a real,
You can't do that
savant.
today. People would find out. They would call him out.
well, yeah, dude, when I was young, you could do anything you wanted to. You know, people were, I don't know, it was just more fun. You use your imagination more when I was young. You had more fun.
How many kids do you see beaten when you were a kid? People used to beat their kids in front of people.
Probably like at least 20, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
But
You'd
people
see
would
people
fight
at
in the
park.
street, beat their kids, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd see people beat people up. It's way more common. But I guess it's maybe we've moved out of those areas, too.
That's true.
People back in those areas are like, bro, I'm on the front line. Shit's still going down at the mall.
That's right, dude. Dude, we used to see people fight, man. I saw this old man get thrown into a fire one time in a ditch fire. There, people were burning leaves, threw him right in. This guy was in his 80s, too, Mr. Polito.
Oh, my God. Why'd they throw him in a ditch?
He was fighting a bus driver. He was fighting our bus driver. And,
And the bus driver threw him in a ditch?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why was he swinging on the bus driver?
I don't know.
Whose fault was it?
Both of them.
Both of them.
I think. I mean, one of they were both adults. I mean, look, man. I'm not surprised they were doing it.
Oh.
You know,
questionable humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you saw them, you wouldn't be shocked. They were fist fighting.
Right. Like, what do you do with people like that? Once universal basic income rolls around and there's some stupid people that just ain't getting any better.
Basic needs met. Okay, so then after that, after you do a couple years universal basic income, then what do you do?
Wolves in the woods.
Yeah.
Let wolves loose. You got to thin the herd.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Got some dude out there jerking off, thinking he's being cute, hanging out behind a bush. He just turns, sees 6 wolves looking up. And they just know what to do. Take his ass out.
Well, you think a wolf would attack you while you were jerking off or no?
Snack. Fuck yeah. You're all pink. Everything's pink. Pink ass, pink dick. It looks delicious. When you're wearing clothes, it's like, can I eat that? I guess I can eat that. I got to get through all that fucking bullshit plywood t-shirt. Once I get through that, I'll eat the fuck out of that dude. But if they catch you out there with just all pink, oh yeah, they'll eat the fuck out of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope I don't do anything bad like that and any of them see me. You know, I don't want to have that kind of ending. You get ended by an animal.
Listen, I'm going to say right now, I don't think that you're going to be jerking off in the woods and eaten by a wolf. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I would say that's not how you're going to go.
Thanks, man. I
just don't see that in you, bro. I see better things for you.
I like your attitude.
By a pack of wolves, naked, your pecker in your hand. Imagine if, like, you were about to come and the first wolf bit your calf, and you're like, look, they're going to get me anyway. Let me just keep going.
Finish it
you
off.
were on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe the bite and the pain, because you're about to come, just makes you rocket.
Oh, yeah.
You bust like a fire
and you get more than
hose.
usual.
Yeah, and you're like, wow, at least I died with my biggest load ever. Like,
Take that!
That's one thing you've always been disappointed by, right? Is the sheer volume of your loads.
Well, it's not much if you look at it. Look at it next time.
Zinc and magnesium.
Really?
Help. Yeah, allegedly. Egg whites.
I do have zinc at the house, actually.
Zinc's supposed to be good for raising testosterone.
Oh, I want
Magnesium
that bus,
as well.
bro.
Yeah.
I want that bus at the neighbors. Yeah.
The more you save it up, too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll gather up more.
But I like to do that nocturnal. I want to ride. I want that dream bus that you used to get.
If you want to ride the tiger. Super bus.
Yeah, bro.
Super
Dude, I want that
bust.
dream bus. Remember when you would bust in a dream?
Those don't happen anymore.
But they can if you search for it, if you seek it out.
Yeah, but you have to not beat off for a long time to the point where your body's like, this dumb motherfucker can't even jerk off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to jerk off for him while he's unconscious.
Your brain fucking jerks you off while you're asleep, bro.
But do you think that you're learning things while you're dreaming? Because some people think you learn things when you're dreaming.
I think that'll be one of the next hurdles that we get over, where people are able to be able to take in information while they're asleep.
Well, this is what I mean. Like they say, if you have a problem, if something's bothering you, you should sleep on it. And when you wake up in the morning, you'll have a clearer perspective.
I believe that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's real because I've done that before. That seems to actually be a good strategy if you can go to sleep. The problem is if something's really bothering you, like, damn, I got to figure this out. Like you might stay up all night and be exhausted, and then you might not be able to sleep and think through it.
You got to get a higher power to help you out, man.
Yeah.
So you got to you just got to say.
That's where a higher power comes into place. Do you think you see yourself ever going to church again?
Yeah, I would think so. I think
Yeah.
church is kind of evolving over our time and stuff like that. And
Would you go to Justin Bieber's preacher?
Carl Lentz?
You know who he is?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He texted me, actually.
Whoa. He's trying to groom you. Trying to pull you in.
Is he a dark arts?
How low do you wear your shorts?
Huh? Oh, I saw you guys making fun of his root.
Dick root.
Yeah, that was a little wild, huh?
So you know him?
I've never met him.
No, you just text each other back and forth.
Yeah, we communicate sometimes. Yeah, that's that root.
Hashtag dick root. Handsome fella.
And he,
looks good.
Yeah, they're both pretty
Camo
attractive,
too.
I think.
It's got camo
But
shorts.
they,
Those camo shorts? Yeah.
But I've never met him. But I would go
you just text
to
each other.
Yeah.
Does he try to meet you and you're like, not tonight, bro?
No.
Keep coming.
You think he's homoerotic?
No.
Oh.
No.
I mean,
that's a weird way of putting it.
Oh.
I think you're homoerotic.
What? Bro, you're way gayer than me, bro. You always, every time I'm here, you talk about jerking off the magical hat we almost wore. What about that?
The problem is like you came in here with like gay expectations.
No, I got nothing, dude. I jerked off yesterday. I'm not even planning on coming again for a couple days.
Do you have a time where, like, if you've jerked off and it's been like 4 days, like, man, maybe I should do something?
I get that feeling inside of me. It's like a vulture that wants to fly out of my fucking
right. Like,
dick or my brain.
You don't want to be like too sex obsessed.
No.
Like, there's a balance, right? You don't want
Yeah.
to beat off every day.
No.
But you don't want to not beat off either, because then it'll consume you.
But I think I'm gonna start hunting that dream, dude. I want that fucking nocturnal bust. I'm gonna start a group.
I'm hunting that dream.
The LNBs, bro. Those late night busters, bro. Those dream.
Dude, how funny is that expression? I'm hunting that dream.
Yeah.
I want that nocturnal bust.
That's what I want.
Hunting the dream.
But dude, imagine you fucking are just
like in this fucking gigantic audience full of people. And this is Leonard Skinner. The crazy thing is Leonard Skinner came out of Florida before people figured out Florida sucks. See, because when I was a kid, Florida was cool. And if you're listening to this, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Florida
if you lived
the
in
state?
Florida, yeah, Florida the state. If you listen to this, you know what I'm saying, folks. I used to live there. I lived in Gainesville.
Wow.
I used to live there for a while. But Florida back then, nobody had figured out that Florida sucks. It was like, Florida's the place to go to get away from this fucking winter. And they'd all go down there and they'd all move. And then we realized, like, it's all the dregs, all the weirdos.
Yeah, I remember
pillheads.
seeing if somebody had a T-shirt, because I grew up in Louisiana, if somebody had a T-shirt that said Florida on it, dude, that was, I mean, they were somebody, you know?
Wow, they made it.
Yeah,
They
like
got
they
to
made
Florida.
Yeah, they're like,
Really?
dang, Florida, yeah. Florida?
So Louisiana looked up to Florida.
Oh, definitely, dude, because Florida had that coastland. They had pictures of sunshine on their shirt.
That's right, sunshine.
Yeah. They have that sun or people sitting out like an umbrella, you know? Florida.
And when you were a kid, they weren't infested with alligators yet either.
I don't think so. I mean, you didn't worry about it as much then. You know, if you lost somebody to an animal or something back then, I feel like it wasn't as big of a deal as it is now.
Really?
Yeah. In the 80s and 90s, if you lost somebody to an animal or an animal bite, it was more, you know, part of God's plan, I think. Whereas now it's like just something crazy that happened at Disney World. You know, it was like the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, that little kid. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
There was a
it's definitely
goddamn
sad.
monster living at Disneyland. This is how tolerant people get. They get so silly. They're like, well, he's here before us. He's probably a 17-year-old alligator. This is where he lives. This is his peaceful environment. And meanwhile, he ate a baby.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And you got to be a nasty alligator if you're sitting there. And there's probably been other choices came by. You know, there was probably a couple of, you know, young lovers that were out there by the water earlier, and you waited, you know.
You might not get a young lover, though. A young lover might fight back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and there's two of them. That's true.
I don't know, though. They worry, though. They're pretty invulnerable. You know, if you cut off an alligator's arm, it just grows back.
That's gangster.
That's as gangster as it gets. Go ahead, chop it off, bitch. I'll see you in a month with a new one.
Dude, that's the Tupac of the animal kingdom. Really, when you think about it.
2 fingers full of bullet holes headed to the ambulance, and he's throwing up his fingers. Yeah.
Dude, and how gangster are alligators? Their arms are so short and they're just so capable, man.
I'm sure you've seen the video of that new one that they found in Florida that is on a golf course, and it's like 15 feet long. It's one of the biggest gators I've ever filmed. And these people are on the golf course, and they're looking up at this gator. See if you can find it, Jamie. We can't show it on YouTube. You have to find it on YouTube because that got be pulled off Facebook. There's something that happens when you have these animal videos in particular when they go on Facebook, like people own those videos. So when they go to look for, they have like an algorithm that can find it, and if it's on your page, they'll pull your whole page down. Dang. Yeah, they own this. But so somebody filmed, there's a couple different angles of it. A bunch of people filmed it because it was so crazy. So these people are all playing golf, and they're in the foreground, so you can see them. Like, there it is. Look at that fucking thing. Yeah. But look at the guy.
And that's a real animal, huh?
Yeah. And watch.
Wow.
You realize how big it is when you see a guy. Now watch how this guy walks in the foreground. And the guy, when the guy
It
steps
looks Turkish
out,
a little, doesn't it?
it looks fake. It looks fake. It looks fucking gigantic. Now you see how big it is.
My God.
Now you understand how big it is because you see this guy. Like, are
Dang.
you kidding me? And they estimated it somewhere around 15 feet.
And did they catch it?
I don't think so, man. They found it again. They found it again in a pond. See if you can find it. They rediscovered this alligator in a pond. I think that was the
I hope alligators.
title of the video.
Maybe they're making a comeback, dude. I hope something comes and attacks at some animal, dude. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to fight something.
Don't fight alligators, man. You don't want to fight them.
Well, I'll get out there and do something, man.
There's this dude that I've had on my podcast before, but his name is Jim Shockey. He's a very famous hunter from Canada, and they hired him to go to a certain river in Africa. I think it was the Congo, but I'm not sure. It might have been the Nile. Anyway, he had to go. He went down there to kill some crocodiles that were eating people. It is one of the craziest videos, man. You go there, and these villagers, like, everyone's got a stump.
Right.
Everyone's missing an arm or a hand, or
Been
they got
attacked.
a chunk bitten out of their chest. It's crazy when you look
Wow.
at these poor people.
Oh.
And they're all just living in fear. And while he was down there, a woman got taken.
Oh.
Yeah, they were upriver looking for these killer crocodiles to try to shoot them. And one of the women was washing clothes, and she just got yanked right out of the water.
God. That'd be the worst, too.
Well, what was really scary, man, was
Especially
seeing the
trying to
reaction.
do laundry.
Oh, yeah, right? Just
You
trying to
get
wash your
attacked.
underwear. Seeing the reaction of the people that were wailing, just wailing, crying, you know? Because it wasn't just like they lost someone. It's like, God, they lost another person. It's like that woman's gone now forever. She was consumed by a monster. Like that is their actual existence.
Damn.
Sitting by a river that they need its water for life, and the water is infested by monsters who are actively targeting them for food.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's crazy. That'd be like if somebody, like there was a killer in Walmart and they just didn't know who or where it was. you know?
Constantly. Like lions would jump out while you were eating at Walmart.
Yeah.
Or were you buying food?
Baffling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it pretty easy, man.
Fuck,
you know?
those people must be so interesting. Like people that live under that kind of pressure, like their view of life, if we can understand their language, I bet they have like like you listen to like, read like ancient works of literature or ancient poetry, stuff like that, and you think about it, like these are people that were going through a war, like the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans.
Yeah.
Like you would read their words, you go, well, this is fascinating, even though it's being translated. This is the words of someone who's gone through like sword war.
Yeah.
Back when they would fight with arrows and shit, and swords and catapults, and the intensity of life back then, when death was just around every corner, it was everywhere. It
Yeah.
must be so intense to talk to someone like that.
You should fly in a pygmy or something. You thought about that?
No, but I have had my friend Justin Wren, who has been with the pygmies in the Congos for like many, many years. He goes and builds wells for them.
Wow.
Stays over there for months at a time. He's had malaria 3 times. He's going to come out again soon. He just texted me. I got to text him, and we're going to find a date.
I used to be in the I used to be in the well business a little bit, not wishing wells mostly, though, not water wells, but I worked for this.
This was made by a pygmy in the Congo out of a nail. It's a little knife that Justin brought me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they take these nails, and there's one over there, too. See that nail right there on the desk? That's what it looks like. They hammer these nails out, and they turn them into knives. See, that starts out a nail that they find.
Oh, wow.
And they pound it down and sharpen it and turn it into a knife.
Yeah, dude, if history came back, if history struck back, dude, I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't
You
make
would
it
make it.
long. I
You'd
wouldn't
be
make it
fine.
long.
You'd be fine.
I'm not prepared.
For a bull, you would be, though. People are adaptable. You're a smart dude, Theo Vaughn.
I would lead. I would think a little bit. I would adapt. I'd lay low in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody
Pick your
does on
battles.
Yeah. Pick my battles, dude. You'd have to kill somebody immediately. You'd have to find the first person in your group, the weakest person, and kill them in front
Really?
of everybody else. Yeah. Like you can't just stand
You're
there.
looking at me like, yeah, duh.
You
You
can't
gotta
st-
kill some dude.
Well, think about that, man. You can't stand there and just be in a conversation. You know, everybody's chatting, a group huddle, and everybody's like, you got to take somebody out right then, because that's going to show
Your dominance.
100%. I mean, it's at least going to show like this dude is going to do something.
I see what you're saying, but I think if you think ahead, you would think, well, no, then they're going to think that he's arbitrarily going to always kill the weakest person. Eventually, it's going to get to no one because there's going to be the next weakest person. That guy's dead now. And the next week, like, who's to decide whether or not you're weak or you're not weak? If you were going to do that, the person would have to be either a terrible person who is victimizing other people,
Right.
or they would have to have attacked first. It would have to be, or they would have to have been such a piece of shit that people were rooting for you.
Like somebody that was real chatty, and you just axed them. Dude, there's no way I'm trying to survive like the second coming of the universe, and some dude's chatty in my group, bro. Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Especially if like he fucks up some hunting parties. You're out there sneaking up on a pig, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's so hot out." You fuck, and the pig runs away, and everybody's hungry.
Yeah, chatty would be the first, man. I think about that kind of stuff. Like if a plane crashed, I already know I'm planned ahead, dude. I'd eat a Vietnamese guy.
Why?
Because that's easy. It's a starter move. If you attack somebody bigger, if you eat somebody bigger in front of other people, it's going to alarm people. But you
got to eat a small person, so stature is important.
I think if you gum down a Viet, people aren't going to be that upset at you.
Well, the Vietnamese people are going to be super upset. What are you talking about?
No,
somebody's dad.
Yeah, they're more understanding of things, dude.
Is this a character you're playing?
No. But if you eat a black lady and her family's there, they're going to be pissed.
So you think a Vietnamese person will let you slide?
I think that they'd be much more forgiving over a couple of day period.
I think
their relatives. You don't think so? Honestly.
Well, one thing, no, I don't think so. I definitely think they'd be super pissed at you, especially modernized ones. But what is interesting is like Vietnam is one of the few places where Americans can go back to Vietnam and they don't seem to hold any grudge at all.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A, man, honestly. Well, Asian people in general are just much more forgiving and understanding, it seems like. I feel like. I don't have much.
I think that's a giant generalization.
It probably is, you know. I mean, I did a fast for like 4 days, and then I was at the Best Buy, and I remember this Vietnamese guy was trying to help me out, and I couldn't even hear him. I was so hungry, and I couldn't.
You did a fast for 4 days?
Oh, dude, yeah.
What were you trying to prove?
I don't know, man. I was probably just dealing with some stuff, and I was just trying to find a different way to handle it, you know?
Right.
And then I remember this Vietnamese guy, and I remember thinking if everybody turned the other way for a second, I could eat this young fella, you know? Ben. His name was Ben, actually, over there in Westwood. I'd never thought. Oh, my
God, it's so ridiculous.
But here's the thing. I'd never thought that before.
So you only thought you got to the verge of cannibalism after just 4 days?
Yeah.
Damn. How much weight did you lose?
I probably lost about 4 pounds, but pounds I needed too. You
wow.
know? But I got clear, man. I could hear, swear to God, y'all could hear somebody fold a piece of bread from 80 feet away, bro. I was so hungry, dude. I could hear a fucking skittle hit the cement across the street. I really could, man.
Do you ever use one of those teeter inversion tables?
No, I just got something free from you guys, though, in the lobby. What's that thing called? Proformis or whatever?
Oh, that's a So-Right.
Yeah.
That's a Psoas massager. Isn't that great?
Psoas.
Yeah. That's this muscle in here.
Oh, I'm going to come on that thing. That thing feels fucking good, bro. Sorry, bro.
Rude.
That thing feels good.
You are so horny today.
Dude, I had to drive. It's like a 20-minute drive over here.
Oh, that gets you horny? Yeah. Driving? Nothing like driving.
Dude, no. I'll say this. Things that get me erect these days. Driving, being on planes. You know that.
Bumpy roads.
Not a bumpy road, bro.
Get one of those bumpy road boners.
Dude,
those are real.
You asked me one time, remember they had a lady, I got an erection on a plane and she got pissed. She told the flight attendant to get me a blanket.
Yeah. Well, did you have it out?
No, I was asleep. And it was in my pants.
It was in your pants and she saw it somehow.
Yeah. She saw my pants because I wear lean pants.
Lean pants.
Or, you know, I wasn't wearing like a
fat suit.
Canvas or anything, you know, or
like
textile,
a thick burlap,
something. Yeah.
Like a carpet.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That's crazy that she's looking over
Isn't
at your
crazy,
dick.
though?
But I guess if I was a woman and a dude had a rock hard boner just like a couple of feet, I would know that's like a ticking time bomb. Like, hey.
But I'm on a plane. I'm going home.
Yeah, but what if you're a pervert?
Yeah, I am a pervert, but I'm still just going home and not using my dick.
On what kind of scale of a pervert are you? If like 10 is jerking off in front of people on the subway with a trench coat?
I'm not that.
You open a trench coat?
I have a friend that's a flasher, though.
Well, there's flashers and there's flashers that jerk off on people.
He doesn't do that.
That's 10. So then 9 is a flasher that just pretends to jerk off in front of you but doesn't finish.
Yeah.
Or can't get hard. And then you got to go back from there. 8, 7,
a soft
6,
bulb.
5. What are you, like a 3?
No, I think, mean, I guess.
Perverted tendencies.
Like what? I guess it's like what is perverted, you know?
Well, it goes back to the porn talk. Like you say that you had a problem with porn. You were watching too much porn.
It became a habit for me. That's what I didn't like. It became instead of me wanting to watch pornography, it became, oh, I'm used to watching pornography at night, so I'm going to do it, jerk off, and get a little bit of rest. I didn't like the habit. It created a bad habit.
Well, you get real intense thinking about things. You know, like even when we're talking about like business stuff, like you can tell, like you focus on things.
Yeah.
Which is good if it's a good thing. You know, but sometimes that kind of thinking can get away from you.
Yeah,
like
I think it does sometimes for me.
The same kind of focus that can get you really excited about something that's productive in your life can also get you obsessed with something that's not productive. It's the kind of person that you are, and a lot of performers. You're an impulsive, creative person. Impulsive, creative people sometimes get caught in ruts, you know, and there's a bunch of different reasons, I think, for addictions. I think there's psychological addictions, there's physical addictions. Some of them are undeniable. Like physical addictions, some of them will kill you. Like you get off of alcohol too quick, you'll die. Yeah. It's a physical addiction that is real.
That's a good point.
You can't pretend it's not real. That shit'll kill you.
Right.
So it's obviously real. But then there's other ones like washing your hands too many times. Like some people are addicted to washing their hands. I know a dude who doesn't go anywhere without Purell. Everywhere, washing his hands. He's putting Purell on.
That's crazy.
Washing his hands, doesn't like to touch doorknobs. Touches doorknob, Purell. Back to the hands. It's weird. And you fuck up your skin flora. Like, it's not good.
Yeah, we had a dude that used to lick both of his shoulders before he'd start talking to you.
Oh, that's good. That's
and it was crazy.
That's to let motherfuckers know you're serious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's an Irish hello right there. Yeah.
Where were we? We're in Crazy Town. You're the mayor. What the fuck are you doing? You lick your shoulders in front of me,
we had a dude in our town. He put like a chocolate on your shoulder and you try to get it off, it off.
That's not right. That guy's gonna grab you one day and fuck you.
Well, he did get in trouble for something. I don't remember what it was. I'd grown up, but
he's like one of those anglerfish. He's tricking you.
Yeah, he's getting you to look at that, huh?
He's gonna get you. Come looking for that chocolate. God, eat it off my shoulder. Eat it off my shoulder, bro. You look down, he's got a bat in his hands.
Well, if you said it, I do.
He's like you on that plane. Come get your chocolate. Come get your chocolate. You want this chocolate?
I went to Maui not too long ago, maybe 4 months ago.
Maui's awesome.
Yeah, it's all. But we went to the place where the hurricane, where the fires were.
Fires
blew my mind, man.
It's still nothing, right?
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was unbelievable to see what had occurred, you know? And just like, it's crazy how quickly we, just as how we move past certain tragedies, you know? Like, we don't mean to, it's just the news cycle does. And, you know, we get kind of addicted to the news cycle. And so then it's kind of hard, you know? But it was.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The way the administration handled that, I think, put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, while at the same time they're sending all that money to Ukraine. I think that was a big problem with the Biden administration when they did that. I think you can't do that. You can't, while you're sending all this money overseas, ignore the people that are here. Because then it's like, why are you deciding in this manner that you don't want to help people that were hit with one of the biggest wildfire tragedies ever? Why are you deciding to give them $700?
Especially in one of the most beautiful places that our country has to even exist. It's
not only that, but you're not protecting them from potential land grabs, right? Because one of the things that's going on with this is like they got to do insurance and they go through insurance and this and that. But meanwhile, these people are still paying mortgages. So like, what happens?
And it's hard to figure out there, Joe, because a lot of people, they live as like second and third generations, all living in the same home.
Right.
And they've also, a lot of, you know how Hawaii is, they'll like take little pieces of land. It's like, you know, people will build like something small and just live in somebody else's yard, that kind of thing. It's very like, you know.
Well, there's only so much land, but the problem is the land where that fire hit was very valuable.
Oh, yeah. It's like this perfect, like slope heading, looking down at the ocean.
What I would be fearful of, and if I was someone that was working in the government that wanted to protect people from being victimized, I would say, hey, let's make sure that this land doesn't get snatched up. Right. Let's make sure that these people get their land back.
That'd be the first thing I would say.
Like if they all want to sell out to a resort and they make a decision on their own, you know, that's one thing. But if if they get hit with a wildfire, and then all of a sudden it takes forever for them to rebuild. They don't have the finances to rebuild. Maybe there's a struggle with insurance. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? Maybe you didn't pay your insurance that month. Who knows? And now all of a sudden this land gets snatched up, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because if they just, like, one of the things that the governor was talking about was like you turning it into a park or something like that. What did he say? Acquiring it for the state? What was his exact term that he said? But he said it like right after the tragedy. It was like, dude.
This is not the time to say it.
It's not the time to ever say it. It's not the time to ever say you're going to take people's land and turn it into a park because they just got hit by a fire. Yeah. So now you used to live in this amazing place with a killer view. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Now the government's going to take your land. Why? Because you got in a tragedy. What?
Yeah.
Like I got double fucked? You got double fucked. You don't even get to keep the land? Like you can't even rebuild there? No, not anymore. There was a tragedy here. Like, wait a minute.
Well, I think that's a weird thing when you don't feel like as a person that your government is going to support you. I think that's probably like a feeling why.
Bro, that sounds like the opposite. It's like your government's trying to rob you.
Right.
Like, did you find it? Find the quote that he said? We got to read the quote because the quote is like, it made so many Hawaiians so pissed off. Tulsi was so pissed off. BJ was pissed off. Yeah, everybody was like, this is crazy. Like, how can you say that right after a tragedy like this?
Yeah, I remember I went there. I just walked up to the fire department that was like up the hill from there.
Oh man!
And I just walked up and I was like, hey, I would like to. Is there any way that I could go see what happened?
When I was looking for it, this says that the video is shortened and it makes the comments distorted.
It distorts Hawaii governor's comments about the state buying land in Lahaina. So what are the actual? What did he actually say though? I'm already thinking about ways for the state to acquire that land, so that we could put it into workforce housing, to put it back to families, or to make it open spaces in perpetuity as a memorial to people who are lost. We want this to be something that we remember after the pain passes as a magic place, and Lahaina will rebuild. A tragedy right now is the loss of life. The buildings can be rebuilt over time. Even the banyan tree may survive. But we don't want this to become a clear space where then, yes, people from overseas come and decide they're going to take it. The state will take it and preserve it first.
So maybe some of their goal was to preserve it.
Hold on a second. Say that again. Scroll back. This is interesting. But we don't want this to become a clear space where then, yes, people from overseas come and decide they're going to take it. The state will take it and preserve it first. I think what they're probably worried about then is the banks grabbing it. So them saying that the state could take the land might be to prevent the banks from grabbing it and selling it and putting something there. But it's still seems like overreach if you're living in the fucking place where the state's going to take the land.
Well, it would be very scary as just a regular person. Like,
yeah.
So I'm going to lose. So I'm either going to lose my land from to here or to here.
Right. Like, where am I going now? Like, what am I doing? You know, and you're not hearing anything about it.
Yeah, you just don't anymore.
We looked it up once. There was a time where the government accidentally oversent money to Ukraine. They sent them $6 billion they shouldn't have sent. Yeah. So we looked up how much would it have cost to rebuild every house in Maui from the fires. It's $5 billion. So the extra money that they accidentally sent to Ukraine, they could have sent there and rebuilt every house and had $1 billion left over. This seems fun having kids. Style podcast.
Is it? Were you nervous at first to have them?
Yes. Yeah. Nervous to be vulnerable. Nervous to love something that much. Nervous to have that kind of responsibility. Nervous about all those things.
Yeah.
Changes you. Changes you. Changes you like nothing else.
But did you feel like the changes would be for like that you won't like the changes, and then you did like them? Like, did you have reservations?
Well, I didn't have a relationship with my father growing up, so for me, it was very, very important that I did whatever I had to do to have a relationship with them, to be as present as I can be, to whoever I was before I had them, to evolve, to get better. Like it's a very, when you have kids, it's a very weird thing what happens to you, because you all of a sudden you're not alone anymore. Like you you don't just have responsibility like you have a dog you have to feed or a plant. You have a little person.
Yeah.
And you don't want to fuck up that little person. You're like, shit. And it feels overwhelming. And then the world feels so dangerous. Change the view of the world.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
God, there's so much threat. There's so much out there that could hurt
Stop
or
signs,
harm.
planes.
Well, stories, too. You read stories about terrible people and terrible things that happen.
Oh, and then you're like, fuck it. I don't have to worry about this just happening to me. I have to worry about this happening to somebody else, too.
Yeah, and your little son or your little daughter, you know?
Yeah. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, it's a crazy world. And you think of people differently because you think of people as a project that developed instead of being in a static state.
That's interesting. Do you think that something emotionally happens to you like at a level that
Like a DNA level? Yeah.
Yeah.
The love you have, like Dave Chappelle said this best, goes, not only did it increase my love, it increased my capacity for love. That's a great way of putting it. I would agree 100%. It increases your capacity. You become at least me, I became a nicer person. But I've seen it not work too. I've seen people that just reject it. I've seen men and women that just don't want to be parents.
Yeah.
I've seen women move away from their kids. They don't want to take care of their kids. I've seen men abandon their families. They just don't want to do it. It's crazy. And I don't know if it's a mental health issue or if it just, some people just can't take it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, there's like attitudes, and this is not just about raising children. It's about pretty much anything difficult in life. There's some people that have a very low quit point. Very low. They just quit. Everything they quit. It gets tough, quit. There's a lot of people that just quit. And when you have a little, like say if you have a little Theo in front of you and you think about your life and your childhood and like how important it is for you to raise this little person and give him love and teach him about life and protect him, keep him safe and give him good lessons in life.
Yeah.
It just changes everything, man. It changes everything. It changes everything. But it also is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. People get serious anxiety when they have kids. They start thinking about the responsibility and the weight of it all. Or they don't. Some people just fucking take pills and lay on the couch and let their kids suck fucking carpet glass and fucking stick forks into the wall sockets and play with knives. People just don't. Some people don't give a fuck. Or some people are dumb. That's a thing too, man. People don't want to say this, but there's folks out there that just aren't equipped for life.
Oh.
I really believe that. I think
decom the dumb, brother. That's what I'm saying. Take the semen out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like at a certain point.
But here's the problem. You're dumb compared to physicists. So who's to judge? And who's to say that this person who's really stupid couldn't have a brilliant child? That happens too, man. A lot of times brilliant people come out of stupid
They need
people.
adversity.
Man, who knows what they need? But it's like it's not our job to decide who's stupid and who's not because it gets slippery.
Oh, yeah.
You could get boxed into that stupid corner in a different metric if you're hanging around with a bunch of people from Stanford, and they're looking. It's Theo Vaughn's in the neighborhood, and they know there's 10 people in the neighborhood, but only 9 can survive. There's only resources for 9 people.
They're going to get rid of me, probably.
Yeah, depends on how good you are at digging ditches.
Oh, it could be better than them at that, though.
Yeah.
So suddenly I have a different skill.
I don't know. It's have you thought about having kids?
Yeah, I think about it a lot more like as I get a little bit older. And the thing for me is just like about being brave, I think, and just being willing to have my life just be totally different and be okay with that.
Yeah.
And just being like willing to know that I will be okay in that space, you know? I think it's hard. It's like I'm just starting to manage the space that I'm in, like as a regular person. And then to get to that point where now it's like, fuck, you have another ball, you have 2 balls in the air, a wife and a kid or.
And I go, I got to go. And so I leave. And then I never worked out at that gym again. I was like, well, I'm done. I can't come here anymore. And this fucking guy's trying to get my money. Plus, he's a big dude, so it was kind of dangerous. Dangerous to say no.
Dude, I used to work out with David Duke when I was growing up.
Holy shit.
We shared a back fence when I was growing up.
Holy shit.
And we used to go to, that's kind of, I don't know if you consider the Ku Klux Klan a pyramid scheme or not, but... and he dated, I worked at this seafood restaurant. I was a busboy over there, and he dated the prettiest girl that worked at this seafood restaurant.
Was this when he was in the KKK?
No, this was after. He was non-practice, and honestly seemed like a nice guy, dude.
How many years ago was this?
This is 1995, maybe.
So that was when he was in the public eye. He was like a big deal back then, right? Wasn't that when? Was it later than that he was like running for public office?
Let me think. It was when I was younger, he was running against Edwin Edwards, I believe, for public office. That was probably around 1990 or 88.
I feel like he did some stuff after that though on a national level. Or was it on a state level? Was he running for governor or something like that?
He ran for governor a couple times. Yeah, I remember the signs. It was because Edwin Edwards was a crook, allegedly, and David Duke was a racist.
Yeah.
And that's what one of the campaign posters said, don't vote for the racist, vote for the crook. That was the campaign
Jesus Christ.
poster that was everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
And the crook won. That man won.
That's crazy.
But we used to go to the gym.
racist.
And I'll tell you this, man, he was... I don't believe in his practices, but he was
He was elected to Louisiana House of Representatives in 1989, and that year the sitting representative resigned his seat to become a judge. And Duke ran in the special election to fill his seat. The Daily Beast describes the race in writing. The off-year special election in which David Duke threw himself little media notice at first. Threw himself little media notice at first. Who turned himself as a what? He touted himself as a pro-life fiscal conservative, was known as an ex-Klan member. He eschewed overtly racist language and instead pointed to crime in the city, criticizing affirmative action and minority set-asides.
Yeah, I just did chest and tries with him, so I wasn't in all that. We just did basic workouts.
Did he quit like a bitch when the reps got high?
Dude, he was an
animal?
He was strong. He was
Really?
a strong man, yeah.
Probably a lot of people after him to kill him. Probably got to be on your P's and Q's.
Probably. And he gave me direction. He just gave me direction, and
Did
he
he?
didn't, yeah.
Like how to do it right?
He didn't conversate a ton, but he would, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. You know?
Did you ever ask him about the Klan?
I didn't ask him about that, dude. I wanted to try and meet his lady, dude. I was trying to mill around and see if I could smell a pair of her pantaloons. You feel me, dude?
Even when you were a little kid?
I mean, at that time, I was 15, man.
Oh, so it was
she
kicking.
gorgeous.
Really?
Oh,
How
I
old
was
was she?
erect, bro. I never been more erect than I was back then.
Ever?
Dude, we had owl 2 Thanksgivings ago. We had 2 owls at my sister's house.
Yeah, I saw one last night, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty... No, not last night. Night before last. It was pretty fucking cool. Pulled into the driveway and an owl took off. It was big, too.
It's gross, I think.
Owls?
The meat,
Oh, you ate them, you're saying?
yeah, but
You guys ate owls?
yeah.
I don't think that's legal. You probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Well, I didn't have a lot.
Bill Burr used to have a joke about it.
I didn't have a lot, man. I had no. I think I even spit it out. I'm not even joking.
It's like
yeah.
Bill Clinton when he smoked that weed.
And they had 2. They didn't have. Well, the thing, they don't have a lot of meat on them. I fucking don't like owls.
They're predators. They're important. That's
Yeah.
why you don't have rats everywhere.
Yeah, but I think they're violent and they're dirty and they get this. Owls, whoever did their PR, you notice everybody thinks they're smart and they can read and they're like,
Yeah, they had a good PR agent,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, look at that.
We only got one up, Jamie.
But see how much little meat is on them? You think there's more.
He's kidding,
Look
folks.
at that
He's
little
kidding, folks. He's not eating owls. The one in the middle looks like it's from another planet. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what
That's what it really looks like.
it looks like. when
underneath all
you're-
that fluff. It's
Yeah,
a
it
little
basically looks like-
alien, little alien raptor creature. I was
like
flying,
a crab. It looks like a crab.
I was driving home and one was flying above me on the road and dropped a rabbit. He had got a rabbit and jacked it and
Mm-hmm.
was flying with the rabbit. And as he was flying, just decided maybe he decided the car was too close to him or was too loud or something like that. He just dropped that rabbit and said, fuck it. And I stopped the car to check it out. I was like, whoa.
That's flirting, really, it sounds like.
Flirting?
Oh, if a
like
bird
letting
drops
me
a
know?
rabbit at your feet?
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ready to fuck.
Probably. Yeah, like an offering. Look what I got for you. More where that came
Or maybe.
from.
Yeah.
Dude, they're predators, man. We never thought of them growing up as predators.
Yeah. That's the thing.
They told us they were wise. They had that
Yeah.
that monocle like fucking like Bud Friedman. from
Yeah.
Evening at the Improv. Remember that?
Oh, like that Planter's
Pull up.
peanut. Would you have sex with a scientist, you think?
Yeah, like a movie scientist. Like she keeps the glasses on.
Yeah.
They're always blonde in the movies, right? No, sometimes they're dark black hair too. Mysterious.
I bet they're clean,
hair.
too. If you fuck a scientist, dude, I bet they have a clean apartment.
maybe, but maybe not. Maybe their fucking brain is like that chalkboard with all the scriggly alien mathematics on it.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
what if they have a
their
bunch of shit
brain.
tattooed? There's a bunch of dirty math tattooed around their puss.
I was reading this
or their
thing.
butt.
I was reading this
if
thing
it's a
about
man.
Richard Feynman. You know who Feynman was? Feynman was a scientist. He was a physicist, and there was an article about him. Like, was Feynman an abuser? But it was talking about Richard Feynman and how, he used to, his wife said he used to just do nothing but calculations all day, and then he wanted to play the bongos, and he didn't want anybody to bother him. But like, he had a quote from one of his books, and it's crazy reading it. It's like, but see if you could find it, because it's a crazy quote, calling women bitches, and I'm like, what? Like that they're worth that I don't want to paraphrase it because
He's like, I can't deal with these bitches around here or
I
something.
think he was a funny guy,
Right.
is what I think. And it's hard when you see things in text because you think, okay, maybe he's like a really mean, terrible person. See, I adopted the attitude that those bar girls are all bitches, that they aren't worth anything, and that they're all they're in there for is to get you to buy them a drink, and they're not going to give you a goddamn thing. I'm not going to be a gentleman to such worthless bitches, and so on, he writes. See, but I feel like, and so on, when someone says and so on, that implies that this is taken out of context.
It sounds
in
like
my
a white
mind,
dude
'cause
or
I
a
want to know,
black
what does
dude.
that mean, and so on. That means, to me, what I'm getting out of this, if I was going to guess, is that he goes on, he elaborates. He might say, this is how I felt back then, and obviously I changed my mind. I mean, he could have been 18 when he was talking about this, or 16. I mean, I don't know what the fuck this is about. But he also could be very funny, because he was apparently a very funny guy. So the title of his book is Surely You're Joking, Mr. Feynman.
Oh, that's nice then.
But if someone said that, but I doubt all these bar girls are bitches. If they said it funny, could you see those same words?
I thought that all these bar
It's
girls
really
are bitches.
But it's all
But
really
they ain't
depending
worth
upon
nothing.
how old he is too, or it could be that that's really how he was.
And maybe he got married, maybe he got in trouble with his wife, and he had to say this. You know?
I don't think that's it. I think he's talking about when he was younger. But it's
I could see that though, dude. You're at the bar, if you don't like real loud music and all the girls are just drinking with a bunch of, I would be like, oh, these girls are a bunch of bitches probably.
yeah, but that's a lazy way of thinking.
It is a lazy way of thinking. It just makes it so you can judge and you can control the scenario. Yeah.
The thing is, look, if you go into a room and 10 girls are in there and 7 of them are fucking super annoying, and you say these bitches are all annoying, you're being super rude to those 3 that aren't.
Yeah. And there might be some decent girls.
But that's why it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird to hear like a high-level famous scientist, probably, I think in the article they were saying the second, beyond Einstein. He's the second most famous physicist.
Especially a scientist, because you think a scientist would know that there's a couple of these bitches could be variables.
Right.
You
That's
know?
why I'm thinking this might have been a quote from him when he was young.
Yeah. That's crazy that
Or
I think
him-
that he said that.
Or him criticizing himself when he was young. But I don't know. I'm just guessing.
And that was just a taste of 11 of the wildest, most unbelievable stories you'll ever hear. From cocaine owls to alligator gangsters, from chemtrail conspiracies to wolves in the woods. Each one stranger than the last. If you made it this far, you're officially part of the crew that loves the insane, the hilarious, and the downright unbelievable. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment on which story blew your mind the most. Because trust me, the next one will be even crazier.